Hey Morons, it's Victor, King of Morons with Yukari Sensei right here at my side. Say hello.
Konnichiwa.
They can't see us right now. Okay, what we're doing here is last week there was a big scandal about a university student in the Sendai area who cheated on entrance examinations using a cell phone. All the specifics and details are not really important for this lesson, but what I've done, here's basically what he did. He, using his cell phone, he somehow was able to post questions on a site called CHIEBUKURO, is that right?
Yahoo CHIEBUKURO.
Yahoo CHIEBUKURO, which is a place where you can post questions and other people, out of their kindness, out of their hearts, they answer the questions for you. So during the exam, he posted the questions, posted it on there. This is what we're doing today, just showing you one of the questions. What's amazing is that he was able to post them so quickly. I mean, he's basically a genius with his left hand. And I'm not talking about what you're thinking about. Anyway, he's a genius, and he posted it up on the. God, I'm terrible. I can't believe I actually made a sexual pun out of a serious. This is embarrassing. Isn't it terrible? Okay. Anyway, so he posted the questions on CHIEBUKURO on Yahoo, and someone answered it, and then he answered the test. And anyway, he cheated, and it's a big scandal in Japan. It's a big deal. It's funny because in the States, this wouldn't even make, like maybe the local news. Oh, someone cheated. But in Japan, it's a really big deal. It's kind of interesting because he's using technology, I guess. Anyway, he was arrested, and what's going to happen? He's going to go to jail, maybe? What's the possibility? He could go to jail?
I don't think so.
What are the possible? What's the possible? He'll get parole or suspended sentence. That's what it is. Shikoyuyo. Shikoyuyo is suspended sentence. Anyway, what we're doing today is just out of fun. Is we took his question. This is the question here, as you can see, all in blue in front of you. And I'm going to have Tomoko Sensei read it. Remember Tomoko Sensei? She's the professional voice, and she's appeared in some of the videos. Anyway, I'm going to have her read it, and then we're going to go through the vocabulary. And actually, why don't we go through the vocabulary first? We'll go through it one by one, okay? So here, and Yukari Sensei is here to make sure that I don't goof up or anything, or in case I have any, or just add her input, okay? It's not that difficult, actually. So hito is person. Hito. To is with. Hanashiteite is when you are talking, correct? So when you are talking with a person, basically, right? Ongaku, and that's music, right? Demo would be like even, or demo. Ongaku demo, eiga is movie. So we're talking about movies or music. Demo. When you add demo after two words like this, imagine this is A and this is B. So A or B or whatever, right? And this is nandemoii. Nandemoii is anything is okay, actually. Nandemoii means anything's okay. But in this sentence, it would be like music or movies or whatever. Anyway, nanika is something. Ga is a subject pointer or subject marker. It points to nanika, which is something, as I just said. Suki, which is like. Da to uchiakeru to. If you say you like something, actually uchiakeru means confess, correct? Is it confess like confess a crime? Or confess love? What? Both. But in this case, it's too heavy, right?
In case of love, kokuhaku.
Yeah, kokuhaku is more common for in the cases of love. But in this case, it just means say. When you admit, when you state that you like something, for example, some kind of music or some kind of movies, then it says taitei, which means usually. Taitei wa is again a subject marker. Sugusama. Sugusama means immediately. So, usually immediately. I would like to say invariably in this case, or without variation, without almost always, right? Almost always. Dewa, what is dewa here?
Then.
Dewa, ichiban is number one. O kiniiri. Kiniiri is another way to say favorite in Japanese. What's another way to say ichiban tsukina? What's favorite in Japanese? Just kini? No, there's another word.
Tsukina?
No, favorite. They don't really have a word for favorite in Japanese, is there? Daisuki. The ichiban tsuki na yatsu wa, yeah, favorite. I guess there isn't a word for it. I thought there was a word. Oh, no. Ichiban suki. Yeah, tsukina. And this is kiniida. Kiniiri. So,
気に入る。
kiniiru is, well, that's a verb.
Right.
So, kiniiri no is the same as skina. Correct? So, something you like. Anyway, kinita is something you'll hear a lot in Japanese. Like, kinita? Like, did you like that? Did it appeal to you, basically? Anyway, では、一番の気に入りは何か? If you were, they'll ask you, what is your favorite? To is used as is a particle to indicate something that is going to be stated. In this case, the statement is made beforehand, right over here, right? 一番の気に入りは何か? That's the question. To is, imagine like quotation marks, only they go before the asked. You know, it's backwards. Like in English, you say he asked blah blah blah. In Japanese, it's blah 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 was asked, and it's passive tense. So to kikareru. This is the verb kiku, which is this is ki, the kanji part of kiku, which means to ask. Kikareru koto. Koto's, it turns a verb into a noun, asking thing. To naru. So come down to our translation, and this is my translation. We did this together. So if when talking to someone about music or movies or whatever, you say that you like something, you will almost always immediately be asked what your favorite one is. Okay, that's an approximation. Of course, there are many ways to translate this. This is just one choice. Anyway, kono toi wa, kono means this, toi means question, wa is a subject marker. Shinken is serious, or shinken ni, seriously. Kotaeru wa, I'm speaking Japanese. Kotaeru means to answer, but kotae means answer. But in this case, kotaeyo means try to answer. You can hear Maggie snorting in the background. Hey Maggie, what's up? Kotaeyo, if you try to answer, to sureba, what would to sureba be? Kotaeyo to sureba.
When you try to answer.
So, yo to sureba is an ending you add to any verb. Yo to sureba. Shio to sureba. Yeah. So, yo to sureba, you'll hear added to verbs. That means to try to do that verb. Anyway, kanari means very. Nayamashi is troublesome, annoying. But in this case, we're going to say tricky or hard or difficult. You can pick her up. She's snorting a lot, right? Kanari nayamashi mono ni nariuru. Nariuru means can be. Can be. This is something I'm not very familiar with. I never use this. Is this conversational?
Written form.
It's written form, that's why. Okay, so this is something you see in papers. I've seen this before, like on tests, but I never use it. Nariuru. Anyway, so quite tricky thing can be. There you go. Now the next section, even Japanese have difficulty with. Yashikumo is a set that goes with ijo together. Yashikumo ijo. And that together means at all. At all, like this. Okay, at all. At the bottom here, the English translation part. So, if you are at all a movie or... Nari is or in this case? What nari? Or... Yeah. And? Nari. Or. Okay, or. Music. Or. Now, this is aikoka. I is love, the kanji for ko is like, to like something. And ka, if you see a ka ending often means a person, indicates a person. So aikoka is actually a lover, correct? Or some of my students tried translating. We did this in class for fun, just to see if we could, pass the test. Because this is the question that the guy cheated on. So a lot of students said maniac or freak, but I think that's a bit strong. I would say lover. Yeah, lover of something. So I translated this as if you are at all a movie or music lover. So, yashiku mo eiga nari ongaku nari no aikoka de aru ijo. De aru is at the ending is just like be, right? If you are, right? Okiniri, there we see okiniri again, which means favorite. Okiniri no, right? Here's the tricky part. It says, what is this? Koho. Correct? And that's candidate. Actually, literal meaning is candidate. But Favorite candidate, I translated it as just your favorite. What's your favorite? Because you don't have to say candidate again. A favorite is also a noun, right? So, お気に入りの候補など nado is etc. 相当、very 相当数 Su is number, a number of
かなりある。
kanare, like very, very much number, quite a bit, quite a few. So think of soto as quite a few number. Soto su aru, there are. Must be. De ari, of course, is be. So there must be quite a few favorites. You must have quite a few favorites. If you are at all a lover of music or films, then you must have quite a few favorites already. Although the word already here is not, the word already is not here in any way. Already in Japanese is sude, but it's not here. But I feel like it's missing there. Sometimes you have to add words that are not actually in the actual translation. But to save time in class, I didn't do it in this case. Anyway, sono is that. Naka is inside. So sono naka would be among those. Kara, from. From among those, one, hitotsu. Hitotsu is one. From among those one, you must pick out. Toru is pick. Pick. O indicates what is going to be picked. You must pick one from among those. Two, I guess niwa is two. In order to.
Niwa is in order to.
In order to or two. In order to pick one from among those. Nokori no subete. Nokori is leftover. Nokori no, the remainder. Subete is all. O stena ba naranai. Now this this is a very rare case, right? Even Japanese people say it sounds awkward. I guess it's a written form too.
Yeah, 捨てなければ
Yeah,
ならない。
捨てなければならない is more natural. But anyway, this means when you see this nebaranai ending, it means must do something. And steru, this is the verb, this is ste, which comes from steru, which means to throw away. So it means you have to throw away something. But of course that would sound strange. So in this case, to discard is the way we translated that. Okay, so one more time. Now what I would suggest for this kind of lesson is just watch it a couple times and make yourself some notes. This is an advanced lesson. Hopefully you'll get something out of this, but I'll just read it for you. If when talking to someone about music or movies or whatever, you say that you like something, you will almost always immediately be asked what your favorite one is. Trying to answer this question seriously might be quite tricky. If you are at all a movie or music lover, you most likely have quite a few favorites to choose from. In order to pick one, you have to discard the rest. So this was, I think, a good answer for this. Better than the ones that you see on, what is it, CHIEBUKURO? There is one on CHIEBUKURO, and they said, the thing that I noticed there is they said what your best one is, but best one and favorite one is not the same, of course. Anyway, that's your advanced lesson for today. I hope you got some out of this, guys, and thank you, Yukari.
Thank you.
And more on this topic later. There's a few news stories I want to talk about, but I'll have to find some time for that. Until then, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you very soon.
人と話していて、音楽でも映画でも何でもいいが、何かが好きだと打ち明けると、大抵はすぐさま、では一番のお気に入りは何かと聞かれることになる。この問いは真剣に答えようとすれば、かなり悩ましいものになりうる。いやしくも映画なり音楽なりの愛好家である以上、お気に入りの候補など相当数あるはずであり、その中から一つを取るには、残りのすべてを捨てねばならない。